Yeah, it's another Skills Friday for you guys today. And today we're going to get into it, man. This is the 3 secrets to how to juke anybody in football. Big, nobody really asked for this video, but I just thought I'd break it down, man. I see a lot of people doing moves, and you see videos, and I'll see it with hoopers too. Like, there's videos where it's like, oh, do this Kyrie move, and it's like, people don't understand, like, juking's a little different. And basketball is actually different too, but that's a whole nother sport. We ain't even gonna talk about that today. So first, let's get into it. The first secret into juking in football. And this ain't even the first secret. This is a pre-secret. I ain't even gonna get into the first secret yet. We gotta understand why people juke. People juke to get the defender out of position so they don't get a clean hit on them. If nobody was juking out here, everybody would be getting stuck. Everybody would be getting blasted, bro. Like, and that's not what we want. As a ball carrier, quarterback, running back, anybody that got the ball that's running the ball, you don't want to get caught clean. You get caught clean, it's not going to be pretty. Doesn't matter how big you are, how little you are. That's what the defender wants. The defender wants to catch you clean. So the idea behind juking is to get the defender out of position, to get the defender off bounce so he cannot get you down. So I see a lot of people doing ladders. I see a lot of people doing these change of direction things, and these things help to an extent, but don't get lost in that. That's not helping you juke. And let's get into the first secret. So the first secret is you got to understand where players are in space. This is huge. This is the biggest thing, honestly, because if you don't know who you're juking, if you don't know where the defenders are, juking may be pointless. And the first clip I got for y'all is Reggie Bush. Shout out to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush was a top back when I was coming up. He was a guy we looked at like how y'all look at certain players like Tyreek Hill. Like, we looked at Reggie Bush like that when we was younger. And you know, that discloses how old I am, but there we go. So look, he is at tailback. He's right here. This is when he got to the Saints. Decent career for the Saints, but he was dynamic in college. He was unreal in college. He was still unreal in the league, but it was a different league. So once he gets the ball, he takes the time. He doesn't juke everybody at once. He sees the one guy, gets them off bounce there, sees this guy, gets him off bounce, and he's going to where he got to go, man. Like, we get so caught up in the move and looking pretty, and even right there, he gets that guy off bounce, doesn't get a clean look, but still gets him down. That's actually a great play. And let's look at this again, man. Like, let's break it down. Now, I might even go, I'm gonna give it to y'all a little slower, just so y'all see everything. Literally everything. Look, he's literally getting the ball right here. Once he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. Once he hits the outside, he sees, now I'm gonna pause it, these two guys, he understands where they're at in space. He's like, if I cut back on these guys, there's a lane open here that I could cut through. Gets those guys off balance. They can't get a clean look on him. They can't even get to him. Sees him. Same thing. Now, as you see, this guy is off balance. That's what you want to do. You want to get the guy off balance, but he takes him. He's not even worried about him because he's so focused on him, gets him out of position. He ends up getting the other guy out of position as well, because as a defender, you want to, you're paying attention to your teammates as well, because you don't want to hit your teammates. You don't want to play hero ball, try to get the tackle, and then your teammate misses the tackle too. So he's kind of there for secondary support, and he makes that move on him, and he's ghost. Like, he's out of there. That's the thing. Look, he cuts, he's out of there. None of them's going to tackle him because he's got them off bounce, and it's off to the races now. Now it's the chasing game. They don't want to do that. He's a fast dude. But with this last guy, he does the same thing. He's the last threat. He sees him. He's like, I'm going to get this dude off bounce. How does he do it? He runs to the outside, tries to slow down, cut back in, and he gets him off bounds, but he still makes a good play and gets him out of bounds, which actually leads to my next point. You guys got to understand when to juke and the timing of it. That's the second key. Understand the timing into juking. Nobody talks about this. Bro, I'm literally giving you like legendary game right now. Nobody talks about this at all. At all, bro. People's just out there shaking people. It's the same thing in basketball, but you know, different sport. People are just out there doing moves. You got to understand that when you're juking somebody, there's a time involved. There's timing involved with it. You can't just do the move. You got to get the defender off balance. And with that being said, you got to get him to commit. So the timing, you got to get him to commit first to get him to go off balance. Now, this is very quick and reactionary. So it's not going to be like, oh, I get him to commit, boom, boom. Like, nah. Like, sometimes dudes ain't gonna want to tackle you, like, straight up. I'll just put that out there. Like, sometimes dudes be out there on defense, they just be out there, they just be bodies. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes teams just have bodies out there because they ain't got enough dudes. But the dudes that want to tackle you, they gonna commit. And when they commit to, like, really try to hit you, you got to get them off balance. You got to make sure they commit and just get out of the way. It's that simple. Now we're going to look at Tavon Austin. He's in the backfield. He actually runs to the flat right here. And he sees this guy. Now look, he sees him face to face. Now this guy's broke down and everything. He's ready for him. He's broke down, and this guy right here, he's here for secondary run support. Secondary support. Now, this may be scary to most backs. And granted, I'm not telling y'all that y'all have the ability of Tavon Austin yet, or have the ability of Tavon Austin, period. But he does something very key here. He attacks the one guy, but look how he utilizes timing. Sees him, and it's like, oh, got him. He cut on him. But even before he cut on him, and I literally paused at the right time, y'all gotta understand, he low-key hit him with a hezzy. And that's the thing. People will be like, oh, people think about hezzies in basketball. Hesitations work in football as well. Me personally, my hesitation was a little different in football. It was kind of like a hop into a move. Saquon Barkley, y'all gonna see him next in the next clip. It's the same thing. He kind of hops into his moves. But that hesitation a lot of times throws defenders off. They don't know what to do. Now look, I'm gonna play this clip all the way out. He catches it, he sees him, hezzy, bang, and then cuts on him. Because he threw the timing off, this dude had broke down. He broke down and he was ready to commit. He was ready to hit him from the rip. Like he was ready to make the play. Now he broke down, but he's under control, but he's not. And that's the thing. A lot of times when you're as a defender, it's hard to get all the way under control. And he utilizes that timing. He shows him, he knows like, okay, he's committed. He's ready to tackle me, but he's kind of off balance. I could get him off balance. Utilizes the timing, wait till he gets a little closer, and bang, hits the move on him. A lot of times when you hit the move on the timing, in terms of timing, you want to hit the move like soon as they commit. Maybe when they're a yard close to you. It's different in different situations, and that's honestly a different video. If you guys want to see me make a video on that, please comment that below. I could actually get more into it. It will be a little bit more of a headier video where it's like there's more information to digest, more scientific a little bit, but I could definitely break that down for y'all. Comment down below if y'all want to see that video. And last but not least, the last secret, you got to attack defenders one at a time. Remember, we're not shaking 5 people at once. Saquon Barkley here, it's the same deal. He's the back in the backfield. He's going to go out for a route. Now, when he goes out for a route, he understands, okay, I'm gonna catch this, and there's gonna be dudes around. Now he understands where these guys is. He sees one, and he sees this guy. Actually, I think my friend's little brother's playing in this game, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. But he sees one, and he sees this other guy, and the thing about this is he wants to make sure that he's able to get these dudes off balance. These dudes can't catch him clean. Now he looks like he's like, in hindsight, knowing where he's going to go, it makes sense the way he went. But he could go upfield and then attack one, or he could literally attack this dude who's low-key already off balance. Which one would y'all choose? Would y'all choose one or this guy? Answer quickly in your head, and then I'll play it. All right, I'm gonna play it. Neither answer is wrong though, because it just depends on what type of guy you are. He chose the latter. He chose the other guy coming across because he knew he was fully committed on tackling him, and he was out of position. That's where you want to attack the people that are out of position. Same thing here. He sees this guy's kind of committed and one's committed. He's not going back this way. He's going to attack him. He's out of position. Bang. He's out of position. He's cutting back. Now he's attacking people one at a time. Now remember, he sees him, jumps over the other guy, but he didn't really attack the other dude because he had to jump over the other guy to get out of the way. But he's attacking people one at a time. He's noticing who's out of position, who's in position. And this is another clip, this last clip I got for y'all. Same deal, man. This Iowa game, he was going crazy. And this is actually scored on this play, if I remember clearly. But let's see. Let's get into it. Apologize for the delay. He's in the backfield at tailback. Look at this dude, man. This is legendary stuff, bro. And he gets the handoff. As soon as he gets the handoff, come on, bro. Cuz was committed early. Brody was committed early. He might as well got on the knee and gave her the diamond, bro. He was committed. He was committed. He was in a committed relationship. Now, with him on, he thinks he's on bounce. Off bounce. Why? He's one-on-one, squares up, and he attacks him. With him being attacked, he's like, I got you off bounce. Now he sees these dudes off bounce, finding an open space and getting these dudes off bounce. That is literally the name of the game when it comes to juking. You want to get these dudes off bounce, find an open space. So you want to understand where your players are in space, where the defenders are in space. You want to understand and know the timing in terms of juking, and you want to attack these defenders one at a time. We gonna be ready for next year, man. We gonna ball out for next year. I got y'all, man. Peace.
Check this video out on the screen if you want to be mean on that green, or real on that field, or extort on that court. The No Baller Left Behind Act supports this video. You feel me?